coming to you today from my front yard. It's absolutely beautiful. A little bit chilly, but it was just too nice to not want to come outside and come to you from the outdoors. I spent most of today working on one virtual platform or another, and I realized that I said that I wanted to come to you and give you some ways to help, not only throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown, but just through life in general. And one of those things was how to work from home. There's a lot of people working from home right now that have never done it before. And I can tell you from experience, when I took a new position that allowed me to work from home on occasion, there were a lot of things that I didn't see coming. There were a lot of challenges and obstacles that I wasn't prepared for. So I thought I'd come to you with a short message on what you can do to kind of make yourself more efficient, more productive in this time while you're working from home. So there are a lot of lists out there that tell you you should use this program, that program, these kind of devices, whether it's a phone, a tablet, a laptop, a combination of all of the above, and all the different programs that go with it, whether that be Skype or Teams or Zoom or all of the above. Well, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about some of the things that you may not be consciously aware of that can impact your productivity, your efficiency while you are working from home. So it's a very short list, just a few things to keep in mind, because while you may have been working from home for the last couple of weeks and you may have to do it for the next few weeks, you might be less effective than you think you are because of a couple of these items. So we'll start with this short list, right? Step number one. This one seems like common sense, but unfortunately today, common sense is not common practice all the time. So, step number one, don't change your morning routine. Do what you always do when you get up in the morning to go to work, even if you're not leaving to go to work. If you're sitting at home doing your office work, running your reports, filing paperwork, doing whatever you need to do virtually, you still need to turn your brain on to working. You need to click over into that work mode. And you're not going to do that if you roll out of bed, stay in your pajamas, and try to get your work done that way. I know that's a lot more comfortable, and honestly, once in a while, it's not going to hurt anything. But for a common practice, get ready for work, just like you're going to go to work. Take a shower, clean up, get your morning routine down, have your cup of coffee, do whatever you would normally do before you walk out the door, except instead of walking out, find a place to sit and do your work, right? So that's step number one. Prepare yourself with your normal morning routine, right? Step number two. Now this one, again, this is a great best practice, whether you're working from home or working from the office. But when you tend to work from home and you're not used to it, this practice kind of goes out the window, and that is scheduling yourself. You need to have a schedule. So when I say you need to have a schedule, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to have everything calendared out, although that does help, and that is a great best practice I do recommend. Especially if you have a type C personality and you like to have that efficiency and be able to see that laid out. But you need to schedule your time throughout the day. Schedule the conference calls that you have, schedule the reporting that you need to run. Have that scheduled out so that you can see what you have throughout your day. Because one thing you'll notice is that when you're working from home, things will not go as planned. Whether that's you get a leak in your kitchen sink, or your kids come running in the room in the middle of your conference call, or your internet goes down. Whatever the case is, things don't go as planned. And it's much easier to stay on top of it, to stay productive, and to complete everything you need to get done for the day if you have your schedule written out. And that way, when something does come up, you don't get thrown too far off track. You can stop, pause, readjust, do what you need to do, and then come back to your schedule and be like, oh, this is where I left off, and I can pick right up and keep moving forward. Right? So having that schedule, having that written plan for your day is hugely helpful, and it will just make your day more productive for sure. Step number three, and this one, none of these are in any particular order, but these are the things that I've noticed made the biggest difference for me when I work from home. Step number three, have a specific place to work. Again, just like having your morning routine that you still need to go through, if you don't have a specific place to work, your brain doesn't click over into work mode. When I say a specific place to work, don't let that be your couch. Not your couch. That is not a workplace. Although it is nice and comfortable to sometimes just sit in the couch, put your feet up, have your laptop on your lap, and I can't say I haven't done it myself. But you're not going to be as efficient. You're not going to be as productive. Your brain is not going to click into the proper functioning to get through everything you need to get through that day. So if you have a home office, obviously that's the best case scenario. But if your job wasn't already work from home, then you may not have a home office. So utilize what you can. Maybe your dining room table. Right? Have a section on the dining room table that's yours, so you can put your laptop and your iPad and whatever paperwork and your phone and everything else that you need to have to complete your daily work. Have it there, available, easy access, organized right in front of you. If you've got a desk, use that. If you need to lock yourself into a room that you guys don't use very often in your house and utilize that as your quote-unquote home office, then do it. But you need to have a specific place that's yours for work. And when you're there, you're working. That will help your brain, that will help you, shut off my personal side. I know that I'm at home, but nope, not anymore. I'm in my workplace, right? When you help yourself get into the right mindset with your morning routine, with a schedule for your day, and with a place to sit down and be able to focus on your work, you'll be so much more productive. And then there's the last item. The last item that I want to bring to your attention that might be making you less efficient is know when to shut off. When you go to the office, you have an end time to your day. In most cases, most people, even salary positions like my own, they still tend to have an end of day. Whether that's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whenever it is, typically there's that time where you can shut the laptop, where you can, put do not disturb on your cell phone or your iPad and be able to disconnect. You still need to do that. You still need to be able to do that. You have to be able to shut off so that your brain can disconnect from work. Because if you don't, before you know it, it's 10 o'clock at night. You're still sitting on the couch in your pajamas with your laptop on your lap, still doing work. You've never had the opportunity to disconnect, to let your brain unwind. You've never had the opportunity to connect with your family or, sit down for dinner, or have a decent meal, or go for a walk, or do some exercise, some other things that are healthy for you. You have to have that end time, have that scheduled out. I work until this time and I'm done, even if you're working from home. Not only will that help you be able to accomplish everything else on your to-do list that isn't work related, but it also gives your brain the chance to shut down, to shut off, to refresh and reset for the next day so that you can be more productive. Because otherwise, when it comes time to go to sleep at night, you're not going to be able to shut your brain off. You're not going to be able to shut down that thinking process. And the next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. You still haven't slept and you have a conference call at 7 a.m. I've been there too. So those are my 4 pieces, my recommendations to you to be more efficient while you work from home in this unusual time. Keep your morning routine. Have a schedule. Have a place specific to work and have an end time. Make sure that you can shut off, shut down, reset yourself, and make sure you get some sleep at night. Right? Hopefully you found this helpful. Like all of my videos, my only goal is to help people be more effective, more efficient, more productive, more successful in life, not just in what you're doing today, but throughout the rest of your life. And hopefully you found that in this. What I will ask is if you did find this useful, please give me a thumbs up. You can watch any of my other videos. You'll see that you've got the ability to subscribe so that you can see any of my other videos as soon as they come out. You can check out some of my other ones here below. So far, as of right now, my most popular video is still the shout out to the 2020 seniors that was dedicated to my own daughter. So feel free to check that out. Let me know what you think. I would still love your input. So if you have other thoughts and ideas of different topics that I could cover, please let me know, because I'd love to throw that in there and help as many people as possible. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. God bless.